Ready to be lit on fire, Mr. Thomas?
You mean you came in ready to be destroyed again? Yeah, we accept that, Brenda. Hi, how are you?
You got it ready, straw man. I've destroyed your art every single time.
Oh, what a way to start it, morning. Here's 2020. Chocolate scene. It's coming at you. Yeah. My squad blazing through like no boss on this. Y'all get this.
Alright, Saturday morning. Let's go flat smack Williamsburg. Location. Location will be Williamsburg.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Alright.
You do our rewards?
No, I don't.
Okay. So it's $2.56.
And, 3.
Out of 3?
Yep. I got 2 flyers for you to check out. 10 proofs you can do, 10 biblical ones.
You need what?
10 flyers I can give you that you can check out.
Okay.
10 biblical ones and 10 scientific ones you can do.
Okay.
If I had to ask you, how could you prove that you're on a spinning ball?
How did I prove I'm on the spinning ball?
Yeah, how would you prove it if we went to court?
If I went to court, I wouldn't be able to prove it.
Just from what you were told in
Yeah.
pictures and stuff. Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
check it out then when you
Thank
get
you.
a
I
free
sure
time.
will.
All right,
I sure
darling.
will.
Yep.
Thank you so
Hey, you like a
much.
couple, partner? Because a lot of times the best. I don't hardly get no answers, honestly. A lot of people. I got one person to actually say, "Well, I seen the curvature." I said, "Okay, from where?" He said, "From an airplane." I said, "Well, hold on. Do you know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is? Does anybody know him? He's a world famous scientist, and he actually helped us out one time. He came on stage and he had a beach ball up there, and he said he was talking about the Felix Baumgartner jump, which was a Red Bull jump, probably about 10 years ago or whatever. And he showed when he jumped out of that balloon that the curvature of the Earth that was false. That was a fisheye lens, a GoPro. He says because if you're that high off the beach ball, you would never see the curvature, and that's higher from commercial airplanes.
Wow.
So there's 2 things that happen. It's programmed in your mind. You want to see the curve, or sometimes the windows are going over the fuselage and they bend and curve. Sometimes it can make it look curved.
Wow. Okay.
So check it out, y'all. All right. Good luck finding a parking spot. Here you go, Cap. Something you can check out when you're bored. 10 proofs you do, 10 biblical ones. Gotta have an open mind though. There you go, Don. It's free information you can check out when you're bored. 10 biblical ones and 10 scientific proofs you can do. Here's free information y'all can check out when you're bored. 10 proofs you can do and 10 biblical ones. If I could ask y'all 1 second, if we went to court, how could you prove that you're on a spinning ball? Yeah, I get that a lot. It's all right. Just think about it. Got one question.
What's that?
We went to court. How could you prove that you're on a spinning ball? Here, these are yours
That's
to take.
okay.
You don't want it? Free information. 10 proofs you could do and 10 biblical ones. And we got over 200, but you can only put so much on a pamphlet. All right, brother. Thank you. You too now. So many.
Where'd you guys park? By the bake shop.
Hey, my man, would you like some free reading information to check out? 10 proofs you can do and 10 biblical ones? Oh, no? All right, appreciate it. Oh. Excuse me, would you like some free reading information to check out? No? All right, thank you. Anybody like some free reading information to check out? 10 proofs you do, 10 biblical ones? No? All right. Anybody like any free reading information you can check out? 10 proofs you can do, 10 biblical ones? No thank you? All right, y'all have a good day. Notice, it's hard in crowds because of the influence. They got too many people. They got, you know, the bigger the crowd, the harder. Try to get these young kids. Excuse me, y'all. I got some free reading information y'all can check out when you're bored. Are you good? Good? All right. Have a good day. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like crowds. They're too influenced by the other person. They got their friends, maybe their loved ones. Who knows? Let me try these two. There's just two people. I think I could get them to take it. Maybe. Excuse me, ladies. I got some free reading information y'all can check out when you're bored. I just got one question. If we went to court, how could y'all prove that you're actually on a spinning ball?
No idea.
Okay, that's a good one, right? I got a lot of people think. I got one person actually say they seen the curvature from an airplane. But if you check out Neil deGrasse Tyson, he says that's impossible from a commercial airline. Thank you. Just check it out when you got time.
Like what the fuck, bro? It seems profound. 2,000 years and still sight 6 to the ground. Meanwhile, us really going 6 feet deep. Just the value of your radius, it's RIP.
Hey, sir. That's free reading information. Check out when you're bored. 10 proofs you can do and 10 biblical ones. If I had to ask you, if we went in court, how could you prove you're on a spinning ball?
Okay.
Yep, just get with it. Think about it. That's what it's about. Appreciate it. Gotta have an open mind.
Cash free.
Here you go, Captain. Free information to check out. 10 proofs you can do, 10 biblical ones. How we doing, fellas? I got a couple for y'all too. I got a question. If I took y'all to court and asked you, what is your best proof that you're on a spinning ball? Oh, how would you represent yourself?
If we were on a spinning ball,
Well, that's what the heliocentric model. That's what we're taught in school when they show in movies. That the Earth is a spinning ball, following around the sun, chasing it, blasting through the universe. But what we say is that's going against your God-given senses. What we see is it's flat and stationary. Do you feel like you're spinning 1,000 miles an hour right now? Because they say when the sun's going to the horizon and dropping, they're saying the sun's really staying still and we're the ones spinning backwards. So you're falling backwards 1,000 miles an hour.
I gotta tell you, I'm a round guy.
Round guy?
I'm a round guy.
Well, you know what? A penny's round, but it's also flat.
I know.
So you mean a globe or a sphere?
I'm a globe sphere guy.
Okay, so how would you prove it? How could you prove that you're actually on a sphere? What would be your number one proof?
I would think these launches into space.
NASA.
Photos. NASA.
Right. Well, if you look up NASA, all of their websites, they're not even legally able to say photographs. They're called images. They're not, because what they are is they're Photoshop, and they use GoPro cameras to make it look like it's bending. You ever heard of Felix Baumgartner jump, the Red Bull jump, many years ago? No. Okay. Well, some people say they can see the curvature from an airplane, but do you know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is? The world's famous scientist? No, you don't know him either. Well, anyway, sometimes you could see a curvature from a windshield from an airplane, but not all the times, only sometimes. And what that happens is your windshield will have a curve effect. So it will give it a curve, and it will make the horizon curve. But check it out when you got some time. It's pretty interesting. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Don. Some free radio information when y'all got some time. I know y'all busy right now, but it's 10 proofs you could do and 10 biblical ones you could back up. And real quick, if I had to ask you, if we went to court, how would you prove that you're on a spinning ball? You know how they teach us that we're on a ball spinning through the universe? What would be your number one proof that we're on a spinning ball? Because it feels like we're stationary, like we're not moving. And I can't never see. We've tested. We've had long, powerful cameras that've seen boats go over the edge, and we could zoom them back up now, so they're not really going over the horizon. All right, I'm sorry to hold y'all up. Y'all take it easy. Y'all awesome. Just think about it when you get some time. So, partner, it's your lucky day. I got some free reading information you can check out. 10 proofs you can do and 10 biblical ones. But, I know it sounds crazy, but if you have an open mind, look into it. But I got to ask you one question. If we were in court, what would be your number one proof that you're on a ball? The heliocentric model. You know, we're spinning around the sun, and then the sun's blasting through the universe. What would be your number one proof that we're actually upside down, sideways, holding water on a ball while it spins? Say you had to bet your life on it.
I see the sun going up and down in the moon.
Because you see it dropping and then it comes back. Well, really what happened is if you notice it actually curves slightly and then it goes down, what would happen is it's your suspectum. Like an artist, if you look down a railroad track, or a long hallway, the floor goes up, the ceiling comes down, the left and right comes in. The sun is not really dropping. Like when you look down a railroad track and you see the poles on the side getting smaller, you know them poles ain't getting smaller. It just looks like it's getting smaller as far as your eyes can see. See, when boats go over a curve out in the ocean, that's how they used to prove it back in the day. When the boats go over that bottom first and the top, that means it's going over a curve, right?
So you believe the Earth is...
Well, hold on. Check this out. Check this out. When the boat goes over the curve, hear me out. Now, how come nowadays we got P100s and P1000 that can zoom in when that boat drops, zoom in, and that boat comes right back? Because the camera can see farther than human eyes. It just looks like it's going over a curve. It's cool, man. Just check out. You got to have an open mind. Any questions? Like the edge, wouldn't you fall off the edge? Anything. I mean, because really what the edge is the Antarctic Treaty. You ever heard of Antarctic Treaties? It was back in the 50s. The longest treaty known to man. All countries would never go to Antarctica and take over. The reason why is because that is the wall that goes around us, that holds us in, that holds all the water in. We're in a big pond with little islands, which are continents. Outside, what's beyond the ice wall, we don't know because we're not allowed to go there. Check it out, dude, when you got some time.
Yeah, it's two-dimensional. You can only go forward, backwards, left or right.
Well, we can go up and down, too. But you know how far down we can go? 8 miles. Farthest we've ever gone was the Russians, or Russian Corvette, or whatever it's called, and they've only got 8 miles. When they tried to get any farther, they kept getting farther and farther. It started getting slower and slower. Bits were getting more worn out. Eventually got to the point where it was taking days just to get a little inch. They gave up. It's crazy. In space.
Yeah, I want to think the Earth is flat too.
Well, just check out. You got to have a woman. I'm telling you, there's answers for every single thing, brother. All right, just take it easy, man. And there's some good people on there like ODD, Mark Sargent. Some of them are still on YouTube, but we're getting censored. You got to type their name in just right, because we got false people out there. The government got a false thing called the Flat Earth Society, and they make funny claims to make us look stupid. But type in the right ones, and you can get some good information.
Today I want to read you guys some of the comments that I get from people on my Flat Earth videos after I release them. Every time I put a Flat Earth video out, I get a bunch of really smart people that come over to my channel, and they basically correct me, put me in my place, and let me know exactly why I should never think for myself. So let's get started. This should be fun. Are you retarded? How are you still alive? Flat Earthers are so fucking retarded, it makes me angry. It blows my mind that these people exist. If I personally knew a person like this, I would ridicule incessantly. Are people rely this stupid? It's obvious the Earth is a spinning sphere. If it wasn't, the scientists would tell us. Now go slap your mom for raising such a fucking asshole.
Alright, first of all, don't nobody be embarrassed. Alright, don't be embarrassed. Don't worry about if they're laughing at you. You should be laughing at them. They're the ones that think they're upside down, sideways, on a spinning ball, shooting, blasting through the universe. Following the sun because they're worshiping the sun. Alright, just get out there and do it. It's that easy. It's that easy. Alright, let's do this.
This might turn upside down. What we've been lied to, and there's no denying gravity. When I tell them it's just buoyancy and density forces, but they get mad at me, denying my facts, and I'm in them personal attacks. Sometimes being awake and aware, I just want to relapse.
The cognitive dissonance is strong in this world. When presented with evidence against his belief, he cannot accept these things because of what he believes is true. He denies all evidence.
dude. God is love.